What's the word, YouTube? So I'm back with another video, as you can see. And in today's video, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really got a specific theme that I want to talk about. I'm really just gonna be kind of hopping from thing to thing. Y'all know how that be already. But the thing that was on my mind before I started this video was how we tend to block our blessings, right, when we're at the finish line. So I'm not gonna lie, the main thing that's been on my mind as of recently is love, right? Not on no desperate stuff, not on no. It's just been on my mind, right? Cause I don't know, I find love as a beautiful thing. Like, love is really beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, and I've said this in the past. Love don't even just gotta be for a person. It could be for anything. Your life itself. Like, period. It could be literally anything, right? But, love is something that this world is missing a lot of, right? The main thing that we crave, right? Like, now, when we really just sit and think to ourselves on why we do the things that we do, why we react the way we react to certain situations, is because of a lack of love or, the craving for love, right? Love is something that can heal us all, right? But it'll also hurt us all, right? Love comes with pain. Love is something that you got to sacrifice for, something that you got to actually be willing to do, right? And it's kind of messed up because in this today's world, right, it's like if you got to try to do something, unless you're making money, then for some reason people just don't see it as worth it. Like, trying to actually get to know somebody, trying to actually, become a better person, trying to actually like make change where you want to see the change be made, right? It's like we just don't care for it anymore, right? And that brings me to this point right here. A lot of people be having somebody who genuinely loves them, and I'm talking about significant others right now, right? Like, a romantic type of way. A lot of people be having people who actually love them and care for them, but having options and having a roster is glorified nowadays. It's glorified, and love is something that's like true, genuine love, where it actually leads somewhere in life. That's something that is rare. So if you have love, if you have somebody who loves you and you know that they love you, hold on to it. Don't take advantage of it, because what people tend to forget is that the other party has feelings too. Just like you got feelings and you got hurt in the past, which is why you're doing what you're doing, they have feelings too. We all have feelings. We're all human, unless I forgot what it's called. Unless you got that mental health disorder, right? But we all got feelings. And either way, you need to have more empathy, right? That's why the world is such a cold, crappy place right now, right? The world lacks empathy. The world lacks real, genuine love. Love is something that can fix a lot of problems that we have in today's world, right? The world is ran on power, on control, on fear, right? But imagine if the world was ran on love. And I know this might sound mad corny, because a lot of y'all just, I don't know. But imagine if the world was ran on love, right? And love is a complex emotion. Love can be a bunch of different emotions. Love comes with sadness, happiness, disappointment, expectations. It comes with a whole bunch of things, right? So when I say love, I'm not just talking about no fantasy type stuff. No, I'm talking about like the real deal, right? Imagine if everybody had empathy and care for one another, right? We as humans always say that we want to see better, right? We always talk about change. We always talk about things that can help the world, help ourselves. But when do somebody actually take the step to actually make that change? When? You don't see it that often, but you hear a lot of talk, right? Take more action rather than more talking. Okay? Like, for real. Because we tend, see, look, this is something too. When we say our prayers and stuff, when you pray for something, when you talk to God about what you want in your life, what you want to bring into your life, when you say you want love or you want a genuine relationship, right? We tend to block our blessings when we are almost at the finish line. See, what we don't realize is when you choose the life of trying to become a better person, when you start talking to God and praying, or just trying to manifest things into your life, period, it's not an easy process. See, the universe is trying to see if you are ready for what you're asking for. So it throws tests at you. It throws temptation. It throws old thinking patterns, old versions of yourself. It brings it to you to try and see if you're really past that chapter of your life where you can get to the next chapter of your life, right? And a lot of people will call that Satan. A lot of people will call that the devil. And honestly, truly it is, right? How I view God and the devil is, if you think about it, everything is really energy. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I believe. Humans, energy beings, right? The devil comes through humans. The devil comes through thoughts, through temptation. It's all forms of energy, right? So if you're feeding your energy constantly into something positive, see, something positive doesn't come without a negative. But something negative doesn't come with a positive, right? So back to what I was saying. When you praying and when you're asking for something, negative, like, obstacles are going to come. But we view it as a setback or something that's trying to hinder us, or we take it as a sign to just not work towards it anymore because it's tiring. It's too exhausting. You could just go scroll on your phone or something, or continue to do your procrastination, right? Really, you got to realize that when things truly start to get hard, that's how you know when things are working. That's how you know that your hard work is about to pay off. Because things don't get hard for no reason. Every down has an up, and every up has a down, right? Life isn't just going to be a consistent, smooth path at all. Okay? You got to realize that if you're not having any downs, then you're most likely stagnant right now, right? And that's not for everybody, of course. But if your life is just the same every single day, and you're not there's not a change in your thought pattern, there's not a change in anything external, there's not a change happening within you to you, then you're stagnant. Your energy is stagnant right now. It's not being placed anywhere. And if it is being placed somewhere, it's being placed in your phone, which you're not getting anything from that, right? But I just got mad off topic, right? But when we ask for people into our life, when we ask for love into our life, right, it comes with obstacles too, right? But it comes in different forms. So first, one thing that I'm going to say is, you can't love yourself. You can't love someone else without loving yourself. How would somebody else know how to love you if you don't even know how to love yourself, right? The base foundation for a healthy relationship, and I'm not even just talking about romantic relationships at this point. I'm talking about family, friends, associates, business relationships, whatever. If you don't have a expectation for yourself, then you're not going to have an expectation for anybody else, right? You know, we want respect, but if we don't respect ourselves, then how do you expect the other person to respect you? Like, people see what you do, and a lot of people take advantage of that, right? You got to have at least a baseline of your expectations, your values, right? Your morals. That way, you're not just letting anybody into your circle, okay? Because people leech off of that, right? Another thing. What was I about to say? Let me think. Wait a minute. I'm cooking. I don't remember. It's gone. But when people, okay, this is the other thing that I was gonna say. I understand I just said that. Work with me though. I'm not gonna lie. I just had a fire shower. I ain't gonna lie. And I'll be meditating while I'm in the shower. TMI. But but when we get what we ask for, see, the easiest part is, no, I ain't even gonna say that. But kind of. I'm gonna say it. The easiest part is manifesting what you want. The hardest part is going to be keeping what you want, right? And that's why you got to that's why there's so many challenges when you're asking for stuff, when you're asking to for better things in your life, right? Because it's testing you to see if you're going to be able to keep what you're asking for. If you don't know how to, okay, let's use this as an example. If you don't know how to love yourself, but you find somebody who is literally every single thing that you want, a loving person, communication on top, right? They take care of themselves, but you don't take care of yourself. You don't love yourself, right? How are you going to maintain that other person? Because individuality is key in every relationship. Just because people get into a relationship doesn't mean that you are supposed to base your whole entire life around that other person. Y'all are supposed to base y'all lives around both of y'all, where y'all can both reach your goals, where y'all can both achieve your dreams, right? You got to be able to have that love for yourself when times get hard, right? Because one thing that we don't realize is the way we feel about ourselves, the way we love ourselves, it affects other people, especially people that truly love and care for you. It affects other people. Even though you may think that nobody else cares, I mean, it's my life. People care. People most definitely care. Like, there's people who don't even know you and they care. Shit, I care. Not, excuse my language. I care, and I don't even know you, right? But when people see you treating yourself a certain type of way, it's just an automatic instinct on what did I do wrong. Like, if you're meeting an actual good person, they're going to question themselves. Am I doing something wrong? Right? How can I help? But if you don't even know how to help yourself, it's kind of like, it's a limbo effect. Right? I don't even know if that's a thing, but that just sounded right. I wish I could say, actually I can't say shit. Limbo effect. Hold on. Work with me. Limbo effect. Interesting. You suspect something is wrong, but you don't have any answers. I'm not reading the whole thing, but I didn't even know what that meant. Sources talking through me right now. But it's a limbo effect. You're not going to get anywhere because neither one of you know. And, the cycle of hurt is real. Like, the things that you do to somebody else, it hurts. Like, that cycle is true because unconsciously we tend to, like, we don't even gotta be thinking about the situation that hurt us in the past. But once something new happens, like for example, um, I've been talking to this female and I'm over her now, right? Somebody's calling me. Okay. I'm over it now, but I would say about a month ago or a month and a half ago, I got back to talking to somebody. And I found like I was questioning myself, like, why am I struggling to have an emotional connection with this person? My bad, somebody knocked on my door. But I was asking myself, why is it hard for me to have an emotional connection with this person? Like, I know I like this person, I know I care for this person, but why do I just not feel the spark to try, right? And I did some shadow work. And multiple past relationships, I'm not gonna lie, if not all, had, well, it was playing into how I was acting towards this person. But what we gotta understand is, just because it's the same situation doesn't mean it's the same person. We unconsciously react from how we felt in the past, right? And that hurts the other person. It plays a role. Like, it hurts. Because if you think about it, how did you get hurt? That person that you were dating was probably hurt. Because you most likely wouldn't get hurt if both of y'all had, like, knew how to love and knew how to be loved. If that makes sense, right? But it's something. It's something. I'm gonna talk about this more. It's a 17-minute video, and honestly, I'm not even sure if y'all watch my videos all the way into the end. I'm not sure if, yeah. So, with that being said, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day, great night. Hope y'all stay blessed, stay positive. Welcome to the Soulful Vibes with K-Man. I said you like and subscribe, and yeah, peace.